In the shadows where truth and tales intertwine, we find the thrilling, the chilling, the downright spine-tingling. From the paranormal to the peculiar, every echo has a story. Dare to delve into the unexpected, the unexplained? Brace yourself, for you're about to embark on a journey where fear meets fascination. Stay tuned if you dare, for stories that will make your heart race and your mind ponder. Welcome to the realm of the eerie, the realm of the unknown. And remember, like and subscribe, if you dare. In the vast forests of the Ojibwe people, a skilled hunter named Anik lived. His arrows never missed their mark, and his traps were the cleverest. His village revered him for his hunting prowess, as he was the one who filled their bellies and kept their hearths warm. But beneath his heroic exterior, Anik harbored a deep-seated flaw. He had an insatiable hunger, not for food, but for power and wealth. As the seasons turned and the harsh winter descended upon the Ojibwe, their once bountiful forests became barren and desolate. Food became as scarce as a warm day in winter, and the village fell into the icy grip of desperation. It was during these cold, bleak months that Anik's hunger for more grew stronger. His eyes, once filled with community spirit, began to glint with greed. He began to hoard the food he hunted, hiding it away from his fellow villagers. His heart, once as warm as the summer sun, turned as cold as the winter winds. His obsession with accumulating wealth and power began to consume him, like a ravenous wolf devouring its prey. The villagers who once looked upon him with admiration now watched him with wary eyes. They saw the change in him, the shift from community leader to the solitary hoarder. As the winter wore on and their bellies grew emptier, they could only watch as Anik's hunger grew unbearable. Anik ventured deeper into the forest, his eyes wild with desperation. He roamed the icy wilderness, driven by his insatiable need for more. His once noble hunt for sustenance had turned into a frantic search for power and wealth. His heart echoed with the beat of his greed, louder and fiercer with each passing day. Anik's obsession with accumulating wealth and power consumed him, and he became consumed by greed. His actions served as a chilling reminder of the destructive power of unchecked desires, and the dangerous path that greed can lead us down. For beneath the cold winter snow, a seed of evil had been planted in Anik's heart, poised to grow and consume him whole. One fateful night, as he journeyed deeper into the woods, Anik encountered a mysterious creature, an old woman with sunken eyes and pale skin. This was no ordinary woman. She held an air of ancient wisdom and a chill of foreboding. She warned Anik of the Wendigo, a malevolent spirit that personified greed and gluttony. The Wendigo, she said, preyed on those who let their desires master them, transforming them into monstrous beings, eternally hungering, never sated. But Anik, blinded by his own greed, scoffed at her words. The idea of such a curse seemed ludicrous to him. He laughed it off, dismissing it as a mere old wives' tale. His mind was consumed by his quest for food, for wealth, for power. Undeterred, he continued his desperate search, ignoring the old woman's warning. But the curse of the Wendigo had taken hold of his heart, and its power began to consume him from within. Days turned into weeks, and as Anik's hunger grew, so did his transformation. The once brave and skilled hunter was now a shell of his former self, with his humanity slowly being eroded away by a monstrous form. His body began to contort in unnatural ways, his limbs stretched out grotesquely, resembling gnarled branches of an ancient tree more than human arms and legs. His once bright and expressive eyes sunk into his skull, now glowing with an eerie, unholy light. His features twisted horrifically, making him unrecognizable. His skin turned a deathly pale, stretched taut over his elongated bones. His transformation didn't stop at the physical. His mind, once sharp and focused, was now clouded by a singular, unending hunger. His thoughts, his dreams, his very existence was consumed by this insatiable need. He was no longer Anik, the hunter, the provider. He was now the Wendigo, a beast of folklore, a living testament to the perils of unchecked desire. In the heart of the village, fear took root. The villagers, who once admired Anik, now trembled at the mere mention of his name. The tales of the Wendigo were no longer just tales. They were a horrifying reality. The transformation of Anik into a monster of legend served as a stark reminder of the consequences of greed. What was once admiration for Anik's strength and skill as a hunter turned into profound fear and a chilling realization. The villagers understood that their survival depended not on the strength of one, but on the unity of many. They realized that they were not just facing a physical monster, but a manifestation of their own unchecked desires and uncontrolled greed. The Wendigo had claimed him, and he had become a monster driven solely by insatiable hunger. In a final confrontation, the villagers, guided by their spiritual leader, engaged the Wendigo in a battle of wills. The forest echoed with the fierce cries and the rustle of the wind. The moonlight was their only source of light, but their hearts were aflame with resolve. They knew this was not just a battle for survival, but a struggle for the soul of their friend, Anik. Their spiritual leader, a revered elder, held an ancient talisman aloft. He chanted prayers that had been passed down through generations, invoking the spirits of their ancestors, calling upon their wisdom and strength. The villagers joined in, their voices harmonizing in a powerful and haunting melody that reverberated through the dense forest. On the other side, the Wendigo, once their friend, now a terrifying embodiment of hunger and greed, roared in defiance. Its grotesque form loomed in the darkness, a chilling reminder of the power of unchecked desires. But the villagers did not falter. They stood their ground, their voices growing stronger, their resolve unwavering. As the spiritual leader continued his chant, he reminded Anik of his humanity. He spoke of the love they had for him, of the joy he brought to their village. He reminded him of the warmth of their communal meals, the laughter they shared, the unity that made them strong. The leader's words were not just prayers, but memories. A lifeline thrown to Anik, a beacon of hope in the darkness of his monstrous form. The battle raged on, a test of wills between the villagers and the Wendigo, between Anik and his insatiable hunger. With each chant and prayer, the Wendigo's grip on Anik weakened. The villagers could see it in the creature's eyes, once glowing with an unholy light, now flickering with uncertainty. The spiritual leader, seeing this, pressed on, his voice rising above the cacophony of the forest. His words were a plea, a call to Anik's better nature, a testament to the power of unity and compassion over greed and selfishness. The Wendigo roared again, but this time it was a roar of pain, of struggle, of a monster losing its grip. With each chant and prayer, the Wendigo's grip on Anik weakened. The villagers held their breath, watching as their friend, their hunter, fought the battle within. In a moment of clarity, Anik's love for his village and the remorse for his actions surged within him. His heart, once corrupted by greed, now beat with a newfound determination. He was not a monster. He was Anik, the hunter, the provider, the protector of his people. Despite the beast that raged within him, Anik stood his ground. He fought against the curse, against the insatiable hunger that gnawed at his very core. His will, stronger than the Wendigo's influence, surged like a mighty river, refusing to be dammed. Every chant from his people, every prayer uttered, struck the Wendigo like a well-aimed arrow. Each word echoed in Anik's mind, serving as a reminder of his humanity, his purpose, his duty. His transformation had not only been physical, but also spiritual, and now it was this spiritual strength that he drew upon. In the heart of the battle, Anik's will clashed against the Wendigo's curse. It was a battle of spirits, a test of resolve, a struggle between the man and the monster. And in this battle, Anik's humanity prevailed. He mustered every ounce of his strength, every fragment of his will, and shattered the Wendigo's hold over him. Like a man emerging from a long, dark night, Anik returned, restored to his human form, forever marked by his ordeal. His eyes, once filled with greed, now shone with wisdom and humility. His heart, once consumed by hunger, was now filled with love and compassion. Anik's redemption was a testament to his strength and resilience, a testament to the power of human will against the forces of darkness. But it was also a stark reminder of the dangers of unchecked desires, the perils of greed, and the importance of unity and communal harmony. He spent the rest of his days in penance, serving his community, providing for them as he once did. He shared his story, his lessons, his wisdom with all, reminding them of the importance of resisting the temptations that can lead us astray. Anik's life became a beacon, a guiding light for his people, a tale of redemption, of the power of the human spirit, and the importance of unity. This Native American Wendigo tale serves as a cautionary reminder of the dangers of unchecked desires and the importance of humility, compassion, and communal harmony. It tells of Anik, a once respected hunter whose insatiable hunger for power and wealth led him to become the very embodiment of greed, a Wendigo. His monstrous transformation was a stark reflection of his inner turmoil, and his eventual redemption a testament to the power of community and the strength of the human spirit. The Wendigo, a creature from the folklore of some indigenous cultures in North America, is often depicted as a tall, thin being with elongated limbs and glowing eyes. A symbol of cannibalism in the harsh winter months, it was once a human that succumbed to the spirit of the creature in desperate times. This tale underscores the value of embracing our humanity and resisting the temptations that can lead us astray. It reminds us that unchecked desires can transform us into something we never intended to become. And so, our tale of the Campfire Horrors comes to an end. Until next time, sleep tight. Before we part ways, dear viewers, remember to stay vigilant. The Campfire Horrors may have been extinguished for now, but the embers of the unknown always remain. As you lay down to sleep tonight, don't forget the lessons from our tale. Safety is but a fleeting moment in a world of unseen. So, if you've enjoyed this journey into the abyss, don't forget to ring that bell and smash that like button. Do it before the thing under your bed decides to pay you a visit. Oh, and keep those night lights on. You never know what might be lurking in the dark. Thank you for embarking on this terrifying adventure with us. Until our paths cross again in another tale of the unknown. Goodbye and sweet dreams, if you can.